For the past 2 years of my secondary school life, first being selected as the assistant school leader after a standard procedure and then being elected as a school leader with 800 plus votes from 1500 plus voters starting from UP section, I've been delivering welcome speeches for all, if not most of the programs happening at school, because it's a staple there that whoever becomes a leader will do the welcome speech or the vote of thanks. Since then, I believe I've been able to convert what may be a boring speech into an amazing and impactful delivery. Hello everyone, this is Zahim and welcome back to another brand new episode of Let's English. Hey everybody, make sure you save and share this video so that you can use these tips and techniques next time when you're up to delivering a welcome speech. First and foremost, what is a welcome speech? The role of a welcome speaker is very simple. Welcome each and everyone present in the program and introduce the dignitaries or guests of the day. Now we'll be covering 3 topics in this video: preparation, delivery, and some tips and techniques which will be mentioned at the end of this video. First of all, preparation. I'm sure all of you are familiar with the normal structure of a speech: introduction, body, conclusion. Now, introduction. What I would normally recommend all of you to do is to add a quote or an anecdote before or after the salutation. For example, respected dignitaries present on and off the dais, teachers, parents, and my dear friends. It's said that a smile is a universal welcome. But events like these need more than that. It is my utmost pleasure. Now that is for general cases. You can also use quotes related to the theme of the event or related to the program. You can go ahead, browse it, and you will find millions of quotes and use one whichever is most appropriate. Now coming to the body, which is actually very simple. All you have to do is to add the names in the correct hierarchical order, which is very, very important. For example, first you will welcome the chief guest, then the principal of your school, then the vice principal of your school, followed by teachers and non-teaching staff, parents, and then your fellow friends or the students of the school. This hierarchical order must be followed in all times. Now, just add these names, add the introduction of these people, and you can use phrases to welcome the person. For example, here are a list of phrases which I would suggest. I would like to extend a warm welcome. It's my pleasure to welcome. It's an honor to welcome. Next, let me welcome. We also have with us Mr. Welcome, sir. I'm delighted to welcome. I'm happy to welcome. I cordially welcome. A hearty welcome. I'm glad to welcome. A huge welcome, etc. You get the idea. Just use some adjectives before the word welcome and introduce each and every one present in the program. The key of a welcome speech is to make it short, simple, but accurate. See, this is a common mistake which everyone makes. It's not about how long you can speak fluently. It's about how well you use the allotted time and what all can be said in that particular time frame. Moving on to the conclusion, very simple. Just a few words can be added, like, for example, thank you everyone, and once again a very warm welcome to all of you. As simple as that. See, welcome speeches are great for any level of speaker, whether you're a beginner, whether you're a moderate, or whether you're a seasoned speaker. Welcome speeches must be the most simplest thing you can do in your speaking career. Just be confident, be calm, be relaxed, and I'm sure you will be able to crack it. Moving on to topic number 2, delivery. Remember the code GPS. G for gestures. Even though it's a welcome speech, you should not limit your gestures, the expressions. Make it flow naturally. Use it so that you can impress your audience. You can show that you are confident and brush aside your fears. See, for me, as an aspiring speaker, as a person who loves to speak on stages, who loves to speak in front of a huge audience, I find welcome speeches 2 things. It's an opportunity, at the same time it's limiting. Limiting, why? Because there isn't much you can do. You cannot express your creativity much, you cannot express your ideas or thoughts. You have to stick to a very strict format. That is the body, it's just the names and those extra phrases you bring in. The creativity can be brought only in the introduction and conclusion. Now as an opportunity, you have the privilege to be next to top class leaders or professionals who are the chief guests or guest of honors. You can interact, talk, and even impress them through your simple presentation. Moving on, P, pauses. Pauses are very essential in a welcome speech, and I say it is very crucial. Don't run through your welcome speech. I've seen many people do that, which is a big mistake. Always remember to give adequate pauses. When you call a person, give a pause. 3 things might happen. First, the audience might give a round of applause. Wait for it to finish. Second, the chief guest or the person whom you just welcome will stand up or show a sign of gesture that he accepted that welcome. Wait for that. Third, a child or a person might give them a symbol or a token of welcome to that particular person. Wait for that. So pauses are very much important in a welcome speech. And S, smile. Because smile is indeed the universal welcome. Have a pleasant face all the times. Have a calm and relaxed face and show that you really mean what you are saying. Let that words come from your heart. How can you do that? Practice. The only key. No matter how talented, skilled or experienced you are, without practice you cannot get anywhere. So proper preparation will help you deliver wonderful speeches, be it welcome speech or any other type of speeches. Now, eye contact. Equally important. Let me show you a clip of that.
Fellow guests and dignitaries present on and off the dais, teachers, parents, friends, and all others.
See, here's a pro tip. What I would suggest you to do is to at least memorize the introduction and conclusion of your speech. The body, you can refer to your notes. So while you're saying the introduction, look dead-eyed to the audience. Show that you're confident, have a smile and pleasant face. While you're doing the body, you can refer to your notes. But once you call or welcome a person, go ahead and give a glance to that particular person, give a smile, and show that you really do welcome him to the meeting. For example, for my body, I would be fellow guests and dignitaries present on and off the dais. Students, my dear friends, very warm welcome to this meeting. It's just an example coming from the top of my head. Now for my body, if I was to welcome a person, I would really like to welcome Mr. ABC to this event. Welcome, sir. See, the small glances and pauses can make a big difference into your presentation. Conclusion, again, look to your audience, face them, and then give off that conclusion. Another thing which you have to note is most of the times you will be delivering a welcome speech off a podium. But if there isn't a podium, make sure that you don't go for stage movement. Stand in a fixed place and then you deliver your welcome speech. Now, even if it is a podium or if there is no podium, make sure that you use your gestures confidently and naturally. Proper practice can get you there. And that was it for topic 2. See, welcome speeches are very simple, but these minute, intricate details can really make you deliver a very good, interesting speech, which audience would love to hear from you. Now, moving on to the third topic, tips and techniques to crack welcome speeches. Number 1, presence of mind. A welcome speaker has to have great presence of mind. You have to be prepared for any adverse circumstances that can happen. Now, how can you tackle that? Number 1, make sure you get all the names and pronunciations of dignitaries and guests present in the event correct. Number 2, just prior 5 to 10 minutes, ensure that these guests and dignitaries are present. If not, strike them off. There can also be a situation, I've dealt with that, where the anchor or the MC or someone hands you out a small bit of paper and saying that you should welcome that particular person. If you're not ready, you'll be nervous and things can go out of hand. So what I would suggest you to do, even after you finish preparing the entire script, just give 1 or 2 lines added extra. So when that person or a small paper comes in to put you in a different direction, you can use that particular line and welcome that person with no problems at all. Tip number 2, vocal variety. See, welcome speeches, presidential speeches, felicitations, vote of thanks. As of my experience, most of them would be delivered in a monotonous tone or in the same voice pitch, which is, to be frank, very boring and not really great to hear. You can make a big difference there. You can create excitement, you can create that feeling in the audience by just doing the voice modulation or varying your voices in certain instances. For example, when you're introducing or welcoming the chief guest, raise your voice and create that anticipation among the people. You can also impress that particular chief guest who maybe, I don't know, you can get invited to other programs due to that same thing. See, these small details can really impact the way how we deliver our speeches. So vocal variety can be added whenever it is appropriate. Moving on, energy. Be energetic and enthusiastic all the time. You're welcoming a massive crowd, right? So have that energy, have that pleasant face, be relaxed, and let that words flow from your heart. Of course, be sincere while you deliver it. There can be instances where you can hurt someone's feelings or you can put out insulting statements with by knowing or by not, by your mistake. See, give weightage to everyone. Okay, don't, for example, if person A has this much great of introduction, you're giving that much weightage, but for person B, you just welcome them in a few words or a few sentences. Don't do that. For a chief guest, it is understandable. For the rest of the person, give equal weightage so that you don't insult anyone in the program. Scenario number 2. I told you before that someone may be handing over a piece of paper saying that you have to introduce or welcome that person on the spot. Don't repeat these statements. I'm sorry, I forgot to welcome. Or we also have one more person which I forgot to introduce. Right? And there's also one more person joined in our event. Suddenly, don't say any of that. That can be very insulting to that person. Imagine yourself in that chair. So what you have to do, be calm and relaxed, and in the flow, with that extra lines, you introduce a person. See, mistakes can happen, but sometimes the people might not have even understood that you've committed a mistake unless and until you point it out. So by saying the word sorry, or I've done a mistake, or just pointing it out will make the audience understand, oh yes, this guy has made a mistake. But if you didn't do that, they would never even have known about it. So these small tips and suggestions can be really useful. And there you have it, a wonderful welcome speech. So let's give you a quick recap. First of all, we discussed what a welcome speech is. Then regarding the presentation, you start off with a quote in the introduction, use the phrases which I mentioned for the body. Conclusion, make it simple, short, accurate, and always remember to at least memorize the introduction and conclusion. Second, we discussed about the delivery. Remember the code GPS. Gestures, pauses, smile. Remember to do eye contact and give glances whenever you're delivering a welcome speech. And finally, we discussed a few tips and techniques. Presence of mind, vocal variety, be energetic, be sincere, don't do or comment out insulting or hurt the feelings type of statements. And there you have it, a wonderful welcome speech. Let me know in the comments if you need more types of videos like this, perhaps about how to be a great anchor or an MC, or how to crack extemporary speeches. And let me know in the comments if this video was useful. It would mean a lot to me. Till then, bye-bye.